What's going on, MicroScaleGaragers? Alright, in this episode, got my hands dirty. I had to pull Adrian's motor out because he wasn't getting sparks. Remember, I ordered that CDI box. So now, I ended up getting a stator from my buddy across the street from out of one of his 50cc's. So, it's just gonna bolt the stator in. I think I'm gonna have to do some cable management with this wire here. Reroute this wire up and over. See if we can do that like how it was before in the original one. I got some. I don't know if that keeps it out of the way or not, but we'll see. Gotta make sure it's out of the way of the flywheel. Alright, I got a band-aid on my thumb. What I need to do is I need to get a razor blade without cutting myself. I need to clean all this up so we can get some RTV silicone or something on here. Alright, before I do anything, moon mist drink. Oh man, it's foamy. Almost like my favorite beer, Guinness. After this, I'm going micro crawling. Alright, so all we gotta do now, we just gotta switch this plug over. And it's got all the wires that we need. Blue and white, the white, the black and red, the green, and the yellow. So I really thinking about taking that head off and doing some head work. But we'll go ahead and get this in the shed. And we gotta push that cart because the caliper stuck off on it. But give you guys a better look at these rims. They're looking pretty good. Still haven't printed a bumper yet. I'm gonna test these rims out. I just crazy glued them on the tires, so they're ready to go. I just gotta go in there and grab a battery real quick, put some batteries in the controller, and it can drive the batteries like that. We'll probably take it for a test drive in a second. Let's go ahead and put this motor in the doggone shed though. Alright, got the motor right here. Get ready to take the tree, unscrew that tree so we can move the plastic over, slide the motor in, bolt it up, and put the hard top bolt mount on so we can put the top bolts on, and then see if we can fire it up. And if it fires up, we know you got spark, be good to go. But for right now, we gotta get motor oil because I looked in the little parts container and we have no motor oil in there, so that's no good. But for right now, I need to take off Adrian's carburetor, clean this carburetor up, so that way by the time the four-wheeler is running, both the dirt bike and the four-wheeler will be running for them, so these guys can ride around again. And then sometimes the caliper unseizes. I'm probably gonna take the caliper off and see if I can just like play around with the piston or something like that, and see if I can just bleed it, manual bleed it, and see if it comes back and forth. But if not, I'm gonna have to order a caliper for that. But I want to get some performance parts for the go-kart. It's already got a stage 1 kit for the carburetor. I want to see if I can 3D print out of carbon fiber, like the nylon ABS, like an adapter, so I could put a Mikuni carburetor on it. And then after that, I want to see about turbocharging it. And I got a small little turbocharger in mind because my truck's boosted, and every other car that I've owned in my life has been turbocharged. The go-kart's got to be turbocharged. So that's the next thing that we're going to do, MicroScaleGarages. We're going to turbo the go-kart. I'm going to buy one from Amazon, have it Amazon shipped here, and if it goes good, I'm going to buy me one of these little quads and do the same thing. I don't care if it makes boost. I just got to hear the whine sound. That's all I want. And I know what you guys are saying in the comments. Ooh, get an electric. No. It's got to be like the real deal for sure. It can't be some electric thing that's just sticking on the side of the filter. Like an electric supercharger or something. That's what that would be. Electric motor driven supercharger. You know what? Bump it. Let's just, no, we gotta get that switch plugged up. We gotta go get the soldering iron. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Till next time. It won't work. I ain't gonna have no light soon. You know I got a light. And then we gotta get Christine's bike back running. I've like stripped parts off her mini bike. Her poor bike. That was involved in the flood. That was underwater. So I don't even know if it'll start. I know the pull start will pull. I don't even know like what's in the gas tank. So we're gonna end up pulling this whole motor, and then we're gonna buy a Predator motor, just like what I got on my mini bike. We'll put a Predator motor on hers. So I gotta order another tire for the mini bike, and I gotta order, I don't even know where my mini bike is. Oh, it's up front. And I gotta order tires for the go-kart, because the go-kart's toe, ever since we've crashed it, I knocked off the A-arm. The toe is really, really off, and I've tried to adjust it, but I'm just gonna order a new rack. And then, but what I think it is, I think it's the spindles here. I think these are just so bent that they're just out of whack. You know, so I'm gonna first order spindles and a rack and pinion, and then see if that fixes the toe. Cause yeah, it's very it'll do a donut if you're just doing like 20 miles an hour, you know, driving down a muddy trail. And 20 miles an hour in a cart, that's fun. I don't need to go any faster than that. But it's fun, you know. I would like to go faster, but sometimes it'll wig out on you, and you know, can't have that happening. One time we were driving and Xavier was on the mini bike and me and Adrian go-kart, and it's kind of like, woo! And it got out on us. So that's what we're gonna do next. I need to clean it. I don't have a filter here. I know that's bad. Change the filter on this. Change the oil on it. Last time I changed the oil on it, ooh, look at that. It's rolling now. Caliper unseized. We could take it for a ride. We gotta go get Adrian. And we got our GoPro mount. I haven't put a new battery in it yet, so I don't know. I haven't hooked up the lights, so stay tuned for part 3, where we're gonna actually hook up the lights. I'm gonna order a new battery. Now, I don't know if that's actually chargeable. I could take it up to my nearest auto parts store and see if they can charge the battery for me. And cause the little battery charger I bought, it won't charge none of these motorcycles. It says it's a motorcycle charger, but it won't charge any of the batteries at all. So, but all right, you guys, that's about it with the big toys. And what we're gonna do, I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab my controllers, drink me some more Faygo Moon Mist, and get ready to go over there and crawl. I've been thinking about getting more concrete for the course. Still gotta clean that mountain over there. And me and the boys, we crazy glued some of the cones to the rocks, and they actually held up through the weather and through the winter and stuff. The Defender crawled that pretty good. Oh man, that looks pretty scale in there. Yeah, I gotta get my Losi Trail Checker running. I gotta get 2 speed controllers now. I gotta get one for Adrian, Xavier's ambush, because his speed controller is wigging out. So I'm gonna get him the same controller. We still got some cones left. I printed a bunch of bridges. We're gonna end up eventually, I kicked the tree over. Giant walking. I ended up printing some more bridge logs. So I put them down because it rained. And wow, these are changing colors. Some of my cones that I 3D printed, they don't change colors from the sun. So I've 3D printed some cones. They're around here somewhere, and some of those, they've been here for like a year now outside. This PLA holds up pretty good. This green one though, this is PTEG. I don't really like this stuff for outdoors. This stuff holds up real good outside. This is PLA. That was like that Amazon. It wasn't Amazon Basics, but it was stuff that I get from Micro Center. That was great. That one's cracking. But this one's been chewed up by Cosmos and stuff, I believe, too. But they've been holding up. The barrel's been holding up pretty good. And the white PLA, oh yeah, I crazy glued that on that rock and it's still holding. I still got to trim, you know, like that. But yeah, I don't really like using a weed whip on my micro course because it flings the rocks. And so I just get out here with the scissors, kind of like a bonsai tree, and keep adding rocks. We got that new little area to crawl down. I'm gonna make this is more for the area for the bigger trucks, and then this trail is more for like the Orlandos, you know, bigger trucks, smaller trucks. And then we can go this way, and then now we can come this way, you know, go up, you can go down the bridge, go under the bridge, but I gotta dig it out more for the 1/24 scales, 1/20 scales and stuff like that. And then when we come over here, because like you can drive up here, but this is very, very slope, like slanted. Like this is like the Orlando, my Defender. See, this truck's even, it's gonna tip too. So we're gonna have to mod our trucks and put some weights on our trucks now. That's what the boys are gonna have to learn about. And then that was more for the smaller trucks, but I guess these trucks can fit on this trail. All right, that's gonna be pretty cool. And I need to get out there one day once I fix my weed whip, and I need to fix on my 10 scale course. I just really haven't been crawling my 10 scales. I mean, I've been driving my TRX4, like I'll walk it up to the store. It'll carry my pops back for me. If I'm not driving, there's my mini bike. I'm not driving my mini bike. But, so more work, more progress. I wanna make this a deeper tunnel, because I don't think these trucks can go through, but soon they will be able to. All right, so that's gonna be pretty cool. And then you guys know about this area over here, and I love crawling up this marble. My buddy, he told me, Mike, he told me that he's got another marble rock, so I want to incorporate it somewhere over here. And then I added some more rocks over here. My F-150 crawled down this pretty good. Haven't crawled over here yet at all. Just waiting on these rocks right here to settle. And this would be for like the bigger trucks, I was figuring. And then we got this sloped rock, this slanted rock here. So that way we'll be able to drive all up that. And then I'm gonna clear all this out. I gotta clear all this grass out so we can make that path, and then I wanna lay concrete down here. But soon. I wanna add lights, and I wanna build like a house somewhere. And I was thinking about maybe like here, build a little house here, like right off the mountain, and maybe like one here. So when you're crawling up here, you have one. But all right, you guys, might have been a lot of me talking, but this is just what I've been doing so far, MicroScaleGarages, and working on the go-kart course.